Thermodynamics. Topic: Thermodynamic process. When a system changes from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state, the system is said to have undergone a thermodynamic process. And this causes a change in the thermodynamic coordinates. So I'll clear you what is a thermodynamic process. Before that, let us see what is process means. See, process means it's a set of actions carried out which changes the state of an object or a system. It may be an action or a series of action that are carried out which changes the state of an object or a system. It can be the mechanical state or it can be the thermodynamic state. So if that series of action changes the thermodynamic state of a system, we can call it as thermodynamic process. Consider a gas in thermal and mechanical equilibrium with its surroundings, or more generally, you can consider a thermodynamic equilibrium. Thermodynamic equilibrium means when that system attains thermal equilibrium, mechanical equilibrium, and chemical equilibrium, we can say that the system is in thermodynamic equilibrium. Consider a gas in thermodynamic equilibrium. Here we consider a cylinder filled with some gas and a movable piston attached to it. Since the gas is in thermal and mechanical equilibrium with its surroundings, the pressure of the gas in that case equals the external pressure and its temperature is the same as that of its surroundings. So the pressure of the gas is equal to the surrounding pressure and the temperature of the gas system is equal to the surrounding temperature. Now, suppose the external pressure is suddenly reduced. Somehow you have reduced the external pressure. For example, initially we have added some loads to that piston. Some weight slots have been added to the piston or placed on the piston. Now we have removed those weight slots from the piston. Then what will happen? There the pressure will change. The pressure of the gas will be more than that of the surroundings. So the gas expands suddenly and it pushes the piston outward with certain acceleration. So the piston will accelerate outward. During the process, the gas passes through states that are not equilibrium states. That is, in between the final state and the initial state, the gases passes through so many intermediate states. Since this process is so fast, those intermediate states are not equilibrium states. They are not equilibrium states. The non-equilibrium states do not have well-defined pressure and temperature or thermodynamic coordinates. We can't define the thermodynamic coordinates for a non-equilibrium states. So when the process is so fast, the system passes through intermediate states which are not in equilibrium states. In the same way, if a finite temperature difference exists between the gas and its surroundings, there will be a rapid exchange of heat during which the gas will pass through non-equilibrium states. That is, if you bring a system whose temperature is different from its surroundings, once you bring that system to that surroundings, there will be a rapid exchange of heat between the system and the surroundings. And the system will pass through so many intermediate states which are non-equilibrium states. In due course, that is after certain time, the gas will settle to an equilibrium state with well-defined temperature and pressure equal to those of the surroundings. So this shows that non-equilibrium states of a system are difficult to deal with. It's a key point, everyone has to memorize it. Non-equilibrium states of a system are difficult to deal with. Now, the state of a system can change as a result of its interaction with the environment. How the system interacts with the environment. The change in a system can be fast or slow and large or small. The change in the system may be fast means that process may be fast or slow. It reaches its final state so fast or so slow. And the change may be large or small means the change in pressure or the change in temperature or any other thermodynamic coordinates. The change may be very large or can be very small also. Now, the manner in which a state of a system can change from an initial state to a final state is called a thermodynamic process. How the state of a system is changed. The manner in which the state of a system is changed from its initial to the final is called thermodynamic process. For analytical purposes, in thermodynamics, it is helpful to divide up process as either quasi-static. Quasi-static means meaning nearly static and non-quasi-static. So the thermodynamic process can be divided into two, either quasi-static or non-quasi-static processes. A quasi-static process refers to an idealized or imagined process where the change in state is made infinitesimally slow, so that at each instant the system can be assumed to be at a thermodynamic equilibrium with itself and with the environment. That is, in a quasi-static process, the intermediate stages are equilibrium states. This is what I meant to say. In every quasi-static process, since that process is very, very slow, it carries out in very slow manner, the intermediate states can be considered to be in thermodynamic equilibrium. The thermodynamic equilibrium of the system is necessary for the system to have well-defined values of macroscopic properties such as the temperature and the pressure of the system at each instant of the process. Since quasi-static process cannot be completely realized for any finite change of the system, all processes in nature are non-quasi-static. In a quasi-static process, the path of the process between two states, say A and B, can be drawn in a state diagram, since all the states that the system goes through are known, or all the intermediate states through which the system passes are in thermodynamic equilibrium. We can determine the pressure values, volume values, etc. So we can draw the path of the process as shown in the figure. Here there is a process involved where the pressure of the system remains constant, but its volume is increased from an initial value Vi to final value Vf. But the intermediate stages or states through which that system passes, since they are in thermal equilibrium, we can easily predict the volume at each stages, and thereby it is very easy to draw the path of the process. In a non-quasi-static process, the states between A and B are not known, and hence no path can be drawn. It may follow the dashed line as shown in the figure, or take a very different path. That is, we are not sure that the path of the process is along the dashed line shown there. We are not sure because we are not sure about the change in volume values or volume, how the volume changes when it passes through the intermediate states. We are not confident about. So it may follow the dashed line or take a very different path. A quasi-static process is obviously a hypothetical construct. In practice, Processes that are sufficiently slow and do not involve accelerated motion of the piston, large temperature gradient, etc., are reasonably approximation to an ideal quasi-static process. We shall from now on deal with quasi-static process only, except when stated otherwise. A process in which the temperature of the system is kept fixed throughout is called an isothermal process. So this is a thermodynamic process in which the temperature of the system is kept fixed throughout the process. That is, starting from its initial state to its final state, the temperature of the system remains constant. Such a process is called isothermal process. In isobaric process, the pressure is constant throughout. Pressure is kept constant throughout the process. Then that process is said to be isobaric process. In isochoric process, the volume is kept constant. And if the system is insulated from the surroundings and no heat flows between the system and the surroundings, the process is adiabatic. So in adiabatic process, there is no exchange of heat, so the change in heat is zero. There is no change in heat of the system. So here you have a table where we have types of process and the corresponding feature. In isothermal, temperature is constant. In isobaric, pressure is constant. In isochoric, volume is constant. And in adiabatic, no change in heat.